Jetzt haben wir die freundlichen Begrüßungen verpasst.
Matthias, moin.
Morgen.
Ah, jetzt sind wir vollständig.
Morgen.
Hallo,
Hallo.
Beate.
Hallo, Beate. So, ich habe mir einen Riesenpott aus Friesentee gemacht, ne? Ihr wisst Bescheid, ich halte durch.
Ja, Nathalie, ich muss irgendwann raus. Ich muss gleich bauen. Aber ich nehme so viel mit, wie ich kann.
Sehr gut. Ja, wir zeichnen ja auch auf. Also wer die
Genau,
Zeit und Muße hat, das hinterher sich nochmal anzuhören.
Unbedingt.
Aber ich glaube, genauso effektiv ist es, wenn wir dann hinterher die Präsentation teilen, dass man sich die zumindest auf jeden Fall mal durcharbeitet, nochmal vor der Messe. Ich glaube, das ist auch ganz hilfreich.
Ja, vor allem die von gestern, da waren viele Infos dabei, die ich so schnell nicht nachvollziehen konnte. Auch die ganzen Anmeldungen und so weiter.
Ja, in dem Dokument sind dann auch die Links drin.
Sehr gut.
Good morning.
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 Morgen.
Morning.
Also aktuell sind es 50 von eingeladenen 80. 53, also es füllt sich. Der Ticker zählt hoch.
And I expect we still need to stick with English.
Yeah.
Is Lars already in the call?
Yes.
Good. So Lars, you will take over moderation and so on, or?
Yeah, the introduction
need,
and then the segment owner continues.
Yeah. I think it's also very important to maybe ask again the questions regarding the shirts. So this was the burning topic we held yesterday. Maybe also quickly highlight for everybody that we will also have an additional part at the end of the training today about leads collection. Very important. And yeah, this has been quite a long process, but at least for the 2D part, we have a decision now, and this will be presented later. This is completely independent of the LMI way of collecting leads, but yeah, we want to share this with you.
I think we can already start with the presentations. So yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and hello, and welcome to the second part of our booth staff training for the Vision Show. And today the focus is on the segments. We had already a look at this yesterday. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
So yeah, we already shared the repetition of segments and application demos on the booth with you yesterday. So today we're going to talk about these areas and have a deep dive into the content and the application demos. And as Johannes already said, there will be an additional topic at the end of this session. So if you have the time to stay in the call, it would be very good that you also learn about this important topic. But we will record the presentation anyway, so we can also share the information with you after the call. And with this, I hand over to you, Lars.
Thank you very much, Nathalie. Yeah, so since yesterday, all of you are aware that we will have a different setup on the booth, mainly driven by the segment view. So the 4 segments we already talked about. And this is reflecting our strategy. So at least at Allied Vision, we follow this kind of focus segment approach, like I think 3 years roughly. And it's really the leverage to focus us to a certain demand, certain requirements in certain industries, segments, focus segments. What I want to pinpoint to is, of course, we are not neglecting the huge market of factory automation. Yeah, so this is not the story for the for us as a business and not for the Vision Show at all. But we use the demos we show on the booth really to have eye catchers, to have talking points with customers coming to the booth. So please, all of you who is participating in the show on the booth, please make yourself familiar with the demos so that you can, as we say, fill like 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes, and get the visitor, the booth visitor involved into his problems, his questions, and of course, in the end, we want leads and deals. That's the story. So it's a quite spreaded demo set. So we have huge, we have small demos, we have fun part with the pudding area and sports entertainment segment. So I think we are very much different compared to the booth we had 2 years ago, and we will be very much different to our main competitors this time as well. And this is also, I think, a very huge benefit, because when I remembering myself walking a show, most of the booths are similar, comparable, but what sticks in my mind is always what is different. And having those demos on booth really makes us differences here this time on the Vision Show. Yeah, in the following, each business developer, each segment owner of the 4 segments represented on the booth will go through their segment and explain and show briefly the demos which are there. And this will be all documented and shared in the slides you get. So you have the opportunity, of course, to deep dive. And if there are questions up until the Vision Show, of course, you can reach out to the segment owners. Okay, that's all from my side. So hope you have a coffee or a tea and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Okay, good. And then I think I would take over. So I would start with the semicon segment, trying to share my screen. It would be fantastic if you could briefly give me a short feedback if you see my screen.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so good morning from my side. So today I want to give a demo overview of this segment semiconductor. And actually multiple colleagues from our TKA Vision OpCo supported me with content for this presentation. So first of all, I want to really thank you to all the involved colleagues for that help. That was highly appreciated. Okay, so the general idea of this segment area is to give a manufacturing process chain overview and to show that we have great product fit for inspection tasks throughout this manufacturing process. So if you want to create, let's say, an electrical product like a smartphone or a laptop or even an electric vehicle, you need multiple different parts. And very, very often, you also need a lot of electronics. And in this electronics field, you start with the wafer fabrication and assembly step, which is classified in front end and back end application, and includes steps like wafer productions and dicing of the wafer to get dies, also wire bonding them, molding them, in the end to get packaged ICs. And this is where our very first demo is going to be situated. This is going to be a demo done by SVS Vistec, which also uses Euresys products, and it's going to be a die inspection using sphere cameras demo. Once you have your packaged ICs, typically normally you go to the next step of PCB boards, PCB board creation, where you start with bare PCB boards on which the packaged ICs needs to be placed and soldered. And here our second demo is going to take place, which is going to be a ChromaSense demo, which is the bare PCB board inspection demo. Then nowadays, it is quite important to also have batteries, for example, for one of the very big growth market in our industry today, which is electric vehicles, for example. This plays a crucial part, but also in other components. And here, our third demo is going to take place, which is going to be the demo 3 from NMI, which also is going to use Allied Vision products. This is going to be a prismatic battery cell inspection demo. And finally, you reach end products, which could be basically a lot of different things, right? From PCs to laptops, as I said, displays, cars, a lot of different options here. And here we are going to see 2 demos. On the one hand, a demo from NET, which is going to be anomaly detection in USB sticks. So USB as one of the final products. And the last demo, demo 5, is going to be a high resolution display inspection demo done by SVS Vistec and also using Euresys products. So this is basically the manufacturing chain process overview with like a logic following through the demos. And now I would like to jump into each of these respective demos to give you more details about them. So the first demo, as mentioned, is the die inspection using sphere cameras. And here, well, whenever you have dies and you want to use them in your electric components, you have to make sure that they are okay and don't have faults. That means they should not have faults on the surface, but they should also not have fault inside of the dies themselves. And typically these dies are created out of silicon as materials. And here our sphere camera come in very, very handy. That's because sphere is, or let's say silicon is transparent for sphere wavelengths. So typical applications that you see in the industry are, for example, inspections for sidewall cracks or hairline cracks that are done. And we built a demo that, well, it's not exactly the same, but uses the idea where we have a turntable where the dies that we use are actually products that we use ourselves. These are dies that are alveum ASIC chips. So we basically took them out of alveum cameras, and we are going to look on them or inspect them with a new 5 megapixel sphere camera, the FX0992 MCX-T. So this is a CXP12, a 5 megapixel sphere camera, which is tech cooled, so tech stabilized. We're going to attach a telecentric lens to it, and we are going to read it out with a Euresys coaxial Quack CXP12 value grabber. Additionally, we also have a 24 megapixel FX0530 MCX12 2C camera. So this is a 2x CXP12 interface camera that really allows high frame rate, high bandwidth, high speed with 24 megapixels. On a monitor, we are then going to compare the images of the 2 cameras so that you can very nicely see on the sphere image that you can see the cracks inside of the dies, which you cannot see in the visible image because sphere can look through the die. And additionally, we are going to use Euresys OpenEVision, so meaning a software suite, to classify these die into okay or not okay, meaning broken or not broken. This one would be an example of not broken, and this one would be an example of an okay die. So a die that is okay would be classified as okay. We are going to make it such that even though these 2 cameras are displaced in space, on the monitor, the 2 images are always going to appear at the same time. So this is something the software team at Euresys is working on. What are the system highlights and benefits? I guess one of the biggest benefits for the customer is that he can reliably detect small subsurface defects inside of the silicon, and that is because of our new high-resolution camera. So this 5 megapixel is a leap in resolution in the industry, so something very positive because of the new Sony sensor that came out. And we also provide high image quality given our our optimizations in the camera itself, which are 2-point NUC and defect pixel correction, for example. And our tech stabilization additionally makes sure that we have very reproducible imaging results. And if you use this tech to cool down the sensor, you get even reduced noise as benefit. As Jens mentioned yesterday, we have a very broad suite area scan portfolio with a lot of different interfaces, different resolutions, different camera sizes. So here the probability is very high that we find a perfect fit to really solve the problem of the customer if he needs sphere. Additionally, we use the QuarksLink Quad CXP12 value grabber. That is a performance optimized frame grabber that allows high frame rates, high stability, and low latency data transfer, which is basically all very important in this die inspection world, where customers typically need 30,000 to 40,000 inspection per hour. So here, a system that can go fast and that is stable and that has low latency is actually of added value. Additionally, as Jean-Marie also mentioned yesterday, these QuarksLink grabbers have very performant features, like, for example, direct GPU transfer, where you can transfer data from the grabber directly in the GPU for very, very fast processing and fast decision making, for example, to sort out a die or not. And additionally, you can use C2C link to link multiple cameras if you want to use more cameras than you have plugs for in one grabber itself. As mentioned, we also use OpenEVision, which is a powerful image processing suite that also includes very modern analysis options like deep learning or 3D. And in my personal view, this is a pretty cool software suite, given that it is, well, I think it gives a lot of performance for the price points the software has. So it's a very good price performance ratio in my personal view. So who can you ask if you have questions? We have actually a lot of people that are present that you can ask, so that I think the probability is very high that you will always find somebody. From the FAE team, we have Leo as well as Heiko. From the BD team, we have Jens or myself if you want to. From the product management team, Tobias is going to be on site. And Christian Schasmit is from the sales team and knows, well, not only the cameras, but also optics and Euresys products also very well, if you want to talk more deeply about that. The second demo is going to be the bare PCB board inspection. That is a demo done by ChromaSense. So the demo uses two all-Pixar Evo 16K line scan cameras with CXP interface, a custom lightning module, and a custom mounting to inspect PCB boards, in this case, bare PCB board. And these lightning modules, they allow 3 different lightning modalities that are time multiplexed with interlaced images as output, such that you can create 3 different images. On the one hand, a bright field image where you can very nicely see the underlying copper structure of these bare PCB boards, a dark field image, which is perfect for seeing the markings on the board, for example, or a tube light, which visualizes both. The modular frame setup comes with adjustment adapters so that you can easily adapt it to your customer's application needs. This allows a fast and optimized module creation. And as Robin mentioned yesterday, aligning the line scan cameras is far from trivial. So this adapter adds value and saves time for the customer. So this system can be used for different inspection tasks in the bare PCB creation process. It can be used to inspect the screen printing, and actually also the photolithography, where one defines the circuit patterns and where electrical components should be placed. It can be used to inspect the subsequent chemical treatment etching, where these underlying copper structures are exposed, and to also inspect the mechanical processing, meaning, for example, the cutouts of the boards, if they are all at the right position. And it can also be used for classical AOI, so automated optical inspection, where one basically looks for defects like stains, scratches, protrusions, if the pinholes are at the correct position, if there are like shorts between the circuits, or even if there are open circuits on the board itself. System highlights and benefits are, on the one hand, the all-Pixar camera itself. So this is the all-Pixar Evo 16K with a CXP interface that allows 73 kilohertz in color output, but it can also be used in a mono version where it allows 200 kilohertz line rate. And additionally, the shifted mono lines allow high-resolution imaging. This is what we learned yesterday by Robin. He showed more detail in his presentation. So if you are interested in that, you can look at that again. The lightning is an essential and very cool part of the demo that allows 3 different lightning modalities in one compact module. So with precise triggering functionality, so that this shown time multiplexing of the different illumination can be used, and they can also be used at high speed. So this is also a big USP here. Then I already mentioned the ChromaSen line scan vision platform that allows custom housing. And as shown by Robin, it is a modular concept for an optimized and easy to integrate system. And it allows precise alignment of, well, yeah, as I said, especially of the difficult to align line scan cameras. At the end, such an inspection system has the benefit to improve the yield in costly electronic manufacturing steps and makes sometimes still present manual inspection tasks redundant. So on the show, you can ask Martin Merkler, who is a product manager for Lightning for deeper knowledge. Maximilian Klammer, who is the head of R&D, is going to be present, as well as Robin Zöckler, the project manager for cameras, who also made a presentation yesterday. The next demo is going to be the prismatic battery cell inspection done by LMI, which also uses Elite vision cameras and which uses the power of the TKH AI group. So Christian Benderowitz already touched on this demo yesterday. This demo showcases a wide range of machine vision technologies, including 2D, but also 3D laser triangulation, and 3D confocal technologies for 100% inline quality control. And in this case, it's going to be used for a prismatic battery cell inspection. It uses different GoCator sensors and the Elite vision camera, and the employed LMI GoPixel software, which basically runs this whole system in the background, links the different TKH vision technologies. So here the different GoCators, but also the Elite vision cameras. And the software is going to apply rule-based, but also AI algorithm to perform 2D and 3D image analysis. So the demo is built up in 3 parts. The first part uses multiple synchronized GoCator 2530 laser line profilers. So this is a powerful example of sensor networking for medium-sized objects, so the prismatic battery cells, in an industrial mass production application. And here it is used to control the surface dimensions and the parallelism and the squareness of the battery pack, but it can also detect like bubbles inside of the pouch or scratches on the foil. The second part uses the GoCator 5516 line confocal imaging sensor to detect scratches and sub-micron defects on this shiny top part of the battery. So this is ideal for metrology applications where the customer requires very high resolution and high speed. This system allows resolutions up to 2.5 micrometer in X, which I think is pretty cool, and the repeatability of up to 50 nanometers, which I think is also quite amazing. So this system shows best-in-class performance on challenging material structures, such as multi-layered, curved edge, transparent as shiny materials, which Christian Benderowitz showed yesterday in his presentation, if you want to look at that again. And finally, the third part uses 2 cameras from AVT, the Alvium G1-1236T, as well as the G1-507C, to inspect defects that cannot be seen with the 3D sensors. So these include contamination defects or surface discoloration, and also missing wrap or paint. And as I mentioned, another important part is the GoPixel software, which is a new important product of LMI in this trade show. So this GoPixel software is to link all TKH vision products, meaning that it can be used to use at the same time Elite vision cameras, for example, or ChromaSense cameras or LMI technology, but it is to be also to include the other OpCos in the future. So with that, you can then use the advantages of 3D, but also 2D imaging in one application with one single software, which is a big USP for the customer. And this GoPixel software comes with onboard tools like rule-based algorithms, but it also comes with AI optimized by TKH AI, And the GoPixel software comes also with the Go HMI Designer, which is a new application for easily building a custom user interface that basically shares the hardware acquiring data. So for example, the Go caterer data and the output to an end user of the customer and visualizes the scan data. So who can you ask on the show if you want more know-how and deeper knowledge? On the one hand, Lars Vermon, who is the senior application engineer, is going to be present. Caroline Engels from the FAE team, as well as Marium, who is the team lead of FAE, is also going to be present and can be asked. The next demo, the demo 4, is going to be anomaly detection in USB sticks, which is a demo created by NET, which also leverages the power of DKH AI. Well, and as in many industries, also in the electronics industry in general, very often, normally always, various components are assembled to form a final product. So, for example, PCBs are assembled with connectors and a housing to form a USB stick. And during the steps in the production process, problems can arise, such as incorrect or missing components, which are sometimes only discovered later, and in a worst case, they are discovered only in the final inspection. This would be quite bad because then you have to throw away the whole complete final product instead of only partial components. The problem is that not all possible errors can be defined in advance. And they cannot always then therefore be seen with rule-based system. And especially in the case of previously unknown defects, large quantities of unusable end products can potentially be created. And that's actually where the NetIM camera can, for example, come in. So the NET-IM camera is an AI-supported anomaly detection system that is only trained using good parts, for example, and automatically detects anomalies. So with that camera, you can then detect errors that would be missed in classical rule-based system, especially if the error is previously an unknown defect. So here, NET is going to show an application where the NetIM camera is trained with reference images as shown here. And then all kinds of different PCB board with connectors are going to be placed on a toy train that is going to run in a circle. And the NetIM camera is going to look at these samples and automatically inspect them and show the results on a screen. And here you are going to automatically see the detected anomalies. So for example, here there's going to be a chip, a Halo IC that is going to be missing. And here there is actually a whole connector that is not attached, that is missing. So the camera that is used is the IR2305C model that uses a 3-megapixel IMX252 sensor and allows 65 frames per second. But the IM camera, as we learned yesterday, can in general be equipped with different sensors and adapted to the customer need quite flexibly. Communication with the end user is through a 1G interface, and the AI model imaging processing is done efficiently in the camera itself, which is a big USP here. The application software also includes training applications and training data management tools to make it quite easy and comfortable for the customer. A system highlight is that the AI-based anomaly detection is flexible and can be specifically adapted to different requirements of, generally speaking, industrial automation and or quality assurance applications. And the employed deep learning algorithms in particular are able to detect very subtle differences and anomalies in image data that are typically difficult to detect even for humans, but certainly also for traditionally rule-based systems. Further benefits are that it is a self-optimizing system, meaning that false alarms already recorded. They don't lead to false alarms again. It can be flexibly readjusted if there are changes in the production without time-consuming manual error definitions, as they are often needed for rule-based systems. And in the end, it allows to reduce production waste through real-time decision and continuously improves the production process through its functionalities and self-learning abilities. So experts at the show are Tim Miller from the product management team, Arno Dieb from the FAE team, Jens Will from the business development team, as well as Thomas Höfner from the sales teams. All right, so then we already reached the last demo, which is going to be demo 5, the high resolution display inspection demo, which is done by Swistek in combination with Euresys. So as we know, increasing display resolutions is a major trend in our industry. And there are also rising requirements on display quality, also in terms of subpixel quality. Imagine like the AR, VR sets that you put very, very close to your eyes. There you really have to make sure that all pixels are perfect, because you would see that directly with your eyes. So this calls for precise spatial measurements of luminance and chromaticity, and also highly accurate color measurements. So this in turn, again, calls for cameras with maximized resolution, high dynamic range, low image noise, and industrial cameras, meaning volume manufacturing compatibility. And this is exactly what we show in this demo. So here we have an overview of a lot of cameras that are very well suited for display inspection tasks on a ring. Some of them we said already in rather high volume in the display world. And here we separate them into CXP models on the left side. So the CXP6 61 megapixel HR455 is shown, which is a rolling shutter camera. The 127 megapixel SHR661, which is a global shutter camera and comes with a CXP12 interface as shown. And these are actually not live, so they are dummies. But live, you will have the highlight here, which is the new 245 megapixel SHR811 camera that Tobias introduced yesterday already. So this is going to run live and is going to inspect a display. And it's going to be connected to a Euresys CoreLink Quad CXP12 value grabber, which are already introduced, and that is actually able to handle the high data loads created by this camera. And we are going to preview a live stream of this camera on a monitor. Additionally, on the right side, we also have 10 gig E models. On the one hand, the rolling shutter 151 megapixel SHR411 and our very new 61 megapixel HR455, which is our tech stabilized camera that Tobias introduced yesterday too. So system highlights are certainly the 245 megapixel SHR811 itself, a rolling shutter camera with a 2.81 micrometer pixel pitch and a 4x CXP12 interface, which basically just represents a big leap in available resolution in the industry. So it just goes even higher than what was possible before. So this super high resolution in combination with the great image quality that this camera provides, the low noise and also the high dynamic range, makes it a very, very well suitable camera for the display inspection world to detect small luminance and color differences. And the second big new camera that we show is the 61 HR455. Here basically non-live, but we can already sell it basically, right? Which has a 3.76 micrometer pixel pitch and a 10 gig E interface. And Tobias already touched us on that yesterday. In the display world, if you look at the sensitivity of the sensor as a function of, first of all, the different color channels, so red, green, and blue, as a function of the temperature, you're going to see that typically for sensors, there is a change of the sensitivity of these different color channels with temperature, and they actually change differently with temperature. And this is quite bad, because that means that if you want to make precise color management, you basically need a temperature-dependent color calibration. And we here with the tech cooling as USP solve this problem for our customers. Basically now they can just tell the camera, please always work at a certain kind of temperature set point, and the customer will not have this annoying problem anymore. So this is basically the big benefit of this camera here. Okay, the people you can ask if you want deeper knowledge are basically the same as already for Demo 1. So from the FAE team, that would be Leo as well as Heiko. From the sales team, that would be Christian. The product management team, Tobias, or myself if you want to. So this concludes the demo presentations for the segment semiconductor. So thank you very much for your attention. And yeah, I'm basically through with that.
Well, perfect in time. Oh, thank you. Can everybody see my screen? Now
Yes.
it's going to be about food and beverage and the demos. So for food and beverage, we will have 4 demos, which I will guide you through. But before that, I would like to give you a very quick overview on on typical machine vision applications in F&B. One very classic is, of course, fruit and vegetables, or also nuts, rice, corns, sorting and grading, which can be done by area scan, but also line scan. There's the possibility to inspect cookies through the volume, which can be done by our Nerion camera, for example. What else? We have foreign body inspection. Now here in this example, you can see walnuts can be differentiated from the walnuts itself, but also from the shells using SWIR. Just with a human eye, you may not directly realize or see what is what. Then we have seal inspection, also a very interesting application that is where SWIR is needed, even hyperspectral imaging, where we can detect air bubbles, for example, when it comes to transparent packaging, or spots where it's not closed. What else do we have? We have volume measurement, which is, for example, possible with the LMI product, the GoCater laser profiler. In this example, it's the volume detection of shrimps. What we also can do with machine vision is to inspect meat, but this can also be done with fish, poultry, so any kind of meat, sorry. And maybe in this example, we can really distinguish fat, lean meat, and bones with the help of hyperspectral imaging. Right, some more applications, fill level detection. I think this is quite self-explanatory. Bottle cap inspection. Yeah, is the cap closed properly? Then we have code and date verification when it comes to the minimum durability, for example. And also very classic, I'd say, label inspection. So really looking if or seeing the print quality, if everything is all right with that. Yeah, and then I'd say let's jump into the first demo that we will have, which is a demo where we partner up with Clyde HSI. Clyde HSI is a partner from us, that is located in the UK, and they are specialists in optical spectroscopy and provide a wide range of both hyperspectral and conventional spectroscopy. Sorry, it's always jumping. Instruments and full systems as well. And yeah, for this demo, you will see the hyperspectral scanning system, which will be provided by Clyde, and also the setup will be supported by Clyde, hopefully. And the system is available with up to 2 cameras, which you can see here on the left and on the right. However, at the Vision Show, it will be only 1 camera. And this camera will be our Gold Eye, the AVT Gold Eye. What else you can see? You can see illumination is included. We have a conveyor belt as well. And what we want to show at the Vision is applications such as seal inspection, where we can detect air bubbles maybe, or the non-closure, as I explained to you before. Foreign body detection could be also possible, and material analysis, where we could identify or detect the fat or sugar, the water content, or contaminations. Maybe very important to know, for now, we are not quite sure yet which samples we will have at the Vision Show. This needs to be still defined, but most probably it will be showing seal inspection or material analysis. But you'll see at the show then itself. But just to give you the possibilities that might be the samples. Yes. What else? The software that is being used is called SpectraSense. It's also a software, hyperspectral imaging software provided by Clyde, and it's very user-friendly. It provides the user with a complete and an end-to-end solution for all data acquisition and analysis, and for every visualization needs. Let's come to the system highlights. Well, first of all, the system is very quick and easy to set up. As you can see, it's not super big. It's easy to set up on standard tables. It can acquire high resolution spectral images in seconds. It has autofocus, also auto exposure setting. You saw also illumination is integrated as well. The software is very intuitive, and it has the optional possibility to have a dual camera acquisition. However, in our case, it will be only 1 camera. And here on the right side, you can see how it could look like when distinguishing meat, or when inspecting meat and distinguishing the bones from fat and lean meat. Who can you ask for this demo? Well, we have our expert, of course, Jens Hasshagen, who is Business Development Manager for SWIR. Then we have Ralf Hesselberg and Arun, who will be hopefully soon also trained how to use the system. And I think, or we assume, not the whole Vision Show, but maybe one or two days, hours. However, there will be also John Danskin from Clyde, HSI itself. They will also have their own booth at the Vision Show so far, as far as I know. But we can. I'm not assuming that there will be one person from Clyde all the time with us. But I think that's no problem. Let's move on to the second demo, which will be showcasing the application fill level detection and material definition of liquids. And this demo is provided by NET, our OpCo, and the product is the IM, which is the AI-based smart camera. Now you have heard it several times already, it has the Sony in-gas sensor. And why is Light Vision here as well? Well, the camera is also based on the Albion Sphere from AVT, which is why both OpCos are shown here. So how
Ist ja doch das dumme Bild da drin. Oh Mann. Oh, Entschuldigung.
So how will the application work? You will see a turntable with bottles, and on the bottle there is a label which is opaque. And the application works with a wavelength of 1300 nanometers, achieved through mixed lightning and a bandpass filter, and corresponding optics. And in this range, the label is opaque to visible light and becomes, however, transparent so that the fill level can be determined precisely. And then you will see on the monitor, it will look like this. And one also special aspect to mention is that these bottles will be filled with water and oil. And with this application, the contents can then be distinguished due to the different light transmittance at 1300 nanometers. That's basically about this application. Maybe one more thing to mention is that the self-developed OpenCV library is being used here, and it's going to run autonomously on the smart cam itself, as Yvon already also mentioned for his application. The system highlights, features, and benefits. Well, we have the camera with Sony IMX sensors with a spectral range of 400 to 700 nanometers. The IM is a very cost-effective camera that includes visible and invisible spectrum, but also even image processing algorithms, and it has an open camera concept. So the customer is free in choosing the software. Who are the experts for the demo at the booth? You have seen them already in the previous presentation from Yvon. We have Tim Miller, product manager, Arno Dietz, FAE, Jens Will from business development, and Matthias Eggenweiler from sales. So if you have any further questions, feel free to approach the NET colleagues here. For the third demo, we have the application optical sorting, but also print inspection, let's say, using line scan technology provided by ChromaSense, of course. And what you will see is this roller here, where there's a foil on, or a packaging foil, let's say, from a bottle. And then we have the Corona light from ChromaSense and the Alpixa Neo 6K camera. And on the roller, we don't only have this packaging foil, but also a second sample, which will be lentils, rice, or coffee beans that are glued on the roller. And what we want to show here is for sample number 1 that the camera is capable or has the special feature not only to provide RGB images, but also near-infrared images. And you will see the deposit marker on the left side. This is the RGB image. On the right side, you have the near-infrared image. And at a wavelength of 850, you will see that the middle or the bottle here will somehow quite disappear, let's say. And this can be considered as a security feature. So it proves the authenticity of the packaging. So the fact really that the color of the deposit marker behaves differently in the near-infrared spectrum compared to the visible one is the proof, let's say. And for sample 2, we will have these rice corns, lentils, and then there will be false lentils and rice corns, and this will be also detected by the line scan camera from ChromaSense. Highlights, features and benefits. So first of all, again, we have the OpPixel Neo 6K with the near-infrared channel with line rates up to 90 kilohertz color and 270 kilohertz in mono. And it's very compact, so with its small size, it enables simple and scalable integration in small installation spaces. Then the camera is available in 10 gig E with a 10 gig E vision interface or co-express. And second, we have the Corona illumination dark field module with white and infrared LEDs mixed. What is so beneficial about it? Well, it has a very high efficiency reflector technology, and it's one of the brightest line lights in the market. What else? It has a modular concept for different lighting setups, and it has over 560,000 setups that are possible here. The experts for this demo will be also Martin Merkler, Maximilian Klammer, and Robin Zirkler. So in any case, you have questions here in advance or at the booth during the Vision Show, feel free to approach our ChromaSense colleagues here. And then last but not least, we have a demo that is in collaboration between Allied Vision and LMI, showing object recognition and a pick-and-place application, and really combining the technologies 2D and 3D. And before, however, going to the slide, I would like to show you a video very quickly, just to have also something visually already for you. Let me see. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll see the robot will grab a package, which is where M&Ms are inside. The alveum will, I will just explain afterwards. Okay. Good. Right. So after having seen this very short video clip, I would like to tell you that this is actually somehow a game for visitors that are coming to the booth. And the main objective is to showcase the customer the possibilities of 2D and 3D from TKH Vision. And this game is going this way. So we have the M&M package, all right, which you have seen. And on one side there is the TKH Vision logo printed, and on the other side there will be the LMI logo printed. And the visitor then can bet on which side the package will fall. The robot will then grab the package and let it fall, as you have seen in the video. And the GoCater 3520 will take a 3D snapshot and find the exact position. And the alveum that is also installed there will recognize the logo on the top. And if the visitor found the right side, he or she wins and can take it with. And when nobody is playing, the demo will still run in a loop program. So this is a little interactive game for visitors. I think it's quite interesting and fun to have some giveaways as well, even if it's small. But yeah. Then we have the system highlights and features, benefits. Well, as already mentioned by Yvonne and also by myself several times, so we use the best show the best of 2D and 3D by combining the TKH Vision products with the alveum and the GoLocator, which is the GoLocator is finding the position. The alveum is recognizing the logo. And we have one software for all the TKH Vision products, which is the GoPixel. Also already explained and mentioned by Yvonne in the previous presentation. The calibration and the synchronization is possible with the robot. In this case, we have the UR. And this is basically an application, a pick and place application, not only for food, but also for other applications like logistics and anything that has small packages, small pieces. Who's the expert team here? It is same as for the other LMI demos. We have Marion, Lars Fermum, and Caroline Engels, who will be supporting at the booth and also in case of questions before the Vision Show. Feel free to contact our LMI colleagues here. And that was that were the food and beverage demos.
Thank you, Tan. Then I will take over for the next segment, demo presentation. Hopefully you can my screen now. I get a quick.
Yes. Yes, we can.
Perfect. Okay, perfectly. So yeah, welcome also from my side. Those who don't know me, my name is Klaus Haselmeier. I work as a BDM at Allied Vision, focusing here on the segment of logistics and robotics, also including embedded vision applications. First of all, thank you for all the contributors to the different demos, to all the OpCos, to making this vision show possible. Starting with the application and the demos, as you probably know, logistics and intra-warehouse applications are very diverse. So we talk about having applications on vehicles, on robots, on conveyor belts, and on robotics. So I think we got a quite good mix in the 5 demos. I will now show you to reflect this a bit. First of all, a quick overview for you. So we have 5 demos as said. The segment logistics and robotics is on the right-hand side of the booth, so right next to this speaker's corner. So here on top you see the demo number 1, which is a joint demo with Allied Vision and Kudan, presenting a SLAM application and demo. Then we have demo number 2 from NET, looking at AI sorting for logistic applications. Right next to this, we have demo number 3. It's a combined demo from Allied Vision and Euresys using their QR code and barcode reading software. And the barcode is about the application is about automated barcode and QR code reading for assistant sorting. Then we have demo number 4, also a joint demo from ChromaSense and a customer, Prime Vision, where ChromaSense has developed a customized solution for them, which is used by the Dutch Postal. And then last but not least, demo number 5. It's a joint demo with Allied Vision and a customer from us here in Germany, in the south of Germany, called Enable. It's a startup company making forklift remote automation. So we have a real forklift on our booth, which is, I think, a good eye catcher. So. Okay, let's start with the first demo. So it's a Kudan SLAM application from Allied Vision with Scenario and Ruby 3D, partnering up here with Kudan, which is a Japanese company developing SLAM software. So in regards to the application description and the concept of the demo, here on the right-hand side, you see the Kudan mobile development kit, which includes 2 Ruby 3D cameras on each side of the vehicle. You can see here this quite well on the right-hand side, and also on the other side, there's the Ruby 3D. This robot will be in a small demo arena, driving around 3 × 3 meters. And representing the SLAM. If you don't know it, it stands for simultaneous localization and mapping. And this technology is used for enabling robots to navigate in warehouse environments, but of course also it could be also in outside and different applications. But here we definitely want to focus on warehouse environments. It has an IMU included, which is also included in the Ruby from Nerian. The IMU is a motion sensor, so to understand the position and surroundings autonomously. The technology, the SLAM technology itself, is of course crucial for mobile robots, such as any kind of autonomous vehicles or drones, to enable them to operate in unknown and dynamic environments. Apart from the demo, Allied Vision and also Kudan, we collaborate already like for a year. So I linked you also here. You get to a landing page from us talking more about the Kudan and Allied Vision collaboration. And there's also another link which brings you to YouTube on our Allied Vision YouTube channel. There you can see the development kit showing the SLAM application in action. Other application areas for this development could also be smart manufacturing, last mile delivery, public safety, security, construction, and smart agriculture. Some system highlights and benefits. you get with this development kit here. The hardware and software is integrated in one package. This has a complete modular architecture. The SLAM technology can use, it's used advanced sensor fusion with the Nerian Ruby, and for the customer, it's in general possible to configure them for their needs. So it can include also, apart from 3D cameras, also 2D cameras, and also LiDAR systems. And it has an easy integration with already developed systems, including the ROSE compliant for mobile robots. So therefore, the benefits would be here the fast integration evaluation for developing such a mobile robot. It has a very high accuracy. It's very robust for navigating in challenging environments. It has a flexible architecture for all the various use cases I just named before. And from the product side, as mentioned, we have the Allied Vision Nerian Ruby 3D included in this demo. The experts for this demo and the products would be Denise Müller and Konstantin from Nerian. They will be available on the show. We will also have the guests from Kudan all 3 days at the show, Oliver and Tian, supporting and showing the demo to our customers and visitors. Okay, let's jump to the demo number 2. Is the AI sorting demonstration, including the IM smart camera for their AI-based sorter on a teachable edge device. So a similar application was also shown before. So you can see here already 2 build-ups. You can see here the IM camera on top of this on this plate, which is rotating. You have 3 buttons here, and on the right-hand side, you also see it in action, having a small car. So actually, the application example sorter is here, has the possibilities for digital inputs and for recording those kind of live images. In this case, it was a car. On the show, we will have medical packages and cosmetic containers. So what you can do is you can place let's say the medical box underneath the camera, press the digital input here on the green button, and then take a different one, press the red button, and then if the plate will rotate, it will present you and gives you the corresponding LED bar, which you can see here. It's now lighting up in green, or if it's the other product, then it will be lighting up in red. So it's very easy for the customer to train without knowledge any kind of different products. Which makes it very attractive, especially if you have very a high variety of different objects, which is often the case in intralogistics use cases. What they use here is a hardware accelerator for deep learning. Everything is included in this IM camera. For the object detection, it uses the classification, which is installed on the IM. For those kind of live images, which is accelerated by the DPU, the data processing unit, on a Xilinx FPGA. And so the learning process and the learning transfer is very easily trained for a wide variety of objects without any programming knowledge, using just a few reference images and not a whole bunch. This brings me directly to the system highlights and benefits. So it's very simplified by processing these kind of reference images by this included DPU, which is installed on the IM camera, by classifying all these different kind of images, which is often used, for example, for incoming deliveries according to different items. So benefits here would be definitely the simple training method without any kind of prior knowledge. The onboarding training using just a few images and not a whole bunch. The possible HMI-based digital inputs and outputs. The included API, the application programming interface, for very easy integration to classify all these different kind of images. On the right-hand side, some highlights of the SmartCam you now heard several times before. For this application, we will use the IM with a 2D sensor inside, but you also could use it as a line scan or in a 3D setup. It's a ARM-based processing unit, including an FPGA, operating on Linux with a 1 gigabit interface. The experts for this product is Tim Miller, SPM Arno, Jens, and Thorsten Kupke from NET. So let's jump to the next demonstration. It's demo number 3. It's the automatic barcode and QR code reading for assistant sorting. It's a joint demo with from Allied Vision and Euresys. The concept here of this application is demonstrating like to support truckers, for instance, delivery personnel by assisting sorter for faster deliveries. So it's supporting the driver by simplified sorting with augmented reality guidance. So it can scan multiple parcels at once, as you can see on the right-hand side. So we just with one trigger, you can detect them all. And normally when you think about a delivery transporter, normally they have handhelds and have to scan every package by once and not all at once. So it makes it very also identify the exceptions faster. On the fare, what we will have, it's 10 boxes with QR codes. 3 of them will show you next delivery, which giving the information to the driver, okay, just pick those 3 packages for your next delivery. The other ones are not used at this stage. We have a customized lens mount versus a C mount, which you can see here on the right-hand side. It also will be installed like you see it here with a GMSL2 interface, which is attractive for, it's a lean overhead for embedded systems, especially interested like for like mobile applications on cars or trucks in this case. On the demonstration, we have just connected this one, but this one will be installed next to it just to give the visitors the impression of the size of this very small lens. I come to now. So system highlights and benefits. You have a quite high depth of field of 200 millimeters. We have a lens here which is specially designed. It's not a standardized lens, or let's say not a standardized mount, which is specially designed for rugged environments. It's a proprietary lens mount. The weight is very interesting. So compared like it's just 28 grams versus like 204 grams. So it's close to factor 10. So here, this is like the mount just for you to get a good feeling. This is the special lens here. This is up above there, you see an S mount lens. And this would be like a C mount lens compared to our Albium camera. So it's very small. It gives you a great quality. We tested this in-house, so it's the same quality as a C-mount lens, or even better. And also on the price level, you get a really good quality for this kind of value. As you see here on the right, it has no thread for the lens. So what we use here is our lens alignment. It's a fully automated process. It allows you to automatic focus on the given customer for the customer specification. And you also can say like to have custom MTFs to optimize different regions. Normally it's optimized for the center of the sensor, but also if you want it on the corners, that's also possible. And with this process, you have 100% quality control. We have this camera connected via GMSL2 on an NVIDIA Jetson AGX Orin. Running on our open source driver available on GitHub. We use here Albium, it's a 20 megapixel monochrome camera from Allied Vision, including the OpenE Vision from Euresys. The experts for this demonstration and also about the products you just saw would be John from Director PM, Arun and Ralph from Application and Engineering, and myself. Demo number 4 from ChromaSense. They will demonstrate a custom development for Prime Vision for parcel sorting. This includes the all-pixel line scan camera with a custom LED light source and a custom mounting system they have developed. The application and the concept of the demo. Normally, parcels are standardized. Let's say if you order from Amazon.
Just one thing I have to say one thing in advance. So the photo you see before on the last slide, this system from SIG we replaced. Yeah. Okay. Could continue.
Okay. Thank you, Martin. Yeah, you can just add after the shot this. Yeah, normally it's standardized, especially here in Europe when you order something from Amazon. The labels are standardized. Also, they mail pieces. It's registered somewhere. So the parcel company, it's DHL or UPS, they know what to expect. But if you order something from China, for instance, it's not standardized at all. So it's reflecting. It's wrapped by plastic. The quality is often poor. And here the customer had the problem to improve this setup. So ChromaSense developed this rest mail sorter, which you now see here on this photograph, which is also placed on the Vision Show. And on the right-hand side is a customized system, including 2 all-pixel cameras with custom lens mounts. So on each camera there are two lenses. So in total you will get 4 images out of the system, and it has 2 customized lighting setups. So it's ready to use and integrate without any extra calibration. It's removing the reflections, for instance, on the plastic, on the foil, with a polarized setup in the lighting and the camera. With this planar lighting setup you see here on the right-hand side. As said, we have 2 cameras in the system. On each camera you have 2 lenses. There's no focus required since each image is overlooking the complete conveyor belt. And with an integrated feature, it automatically selects the best image with the best sharpness. And the result afterwards was like an over 90% acceptance rate formerly rejected mail pieces. You want to add something here, Martin?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I just want to announce, because I saw in the first image I saw the system from the competitor, and yeah, that was my point.
Okay, yeah. As you could hear, Martin is one of the experts for this demo, and also with Max, both from ChromaSense. If you have any questions prior to the Vision Show or at the Vision Show, please go to Martin and Max, and they will support you. Okay, last but not least, demo number 5. It's a forklift remote automation demonstration, including products from Allied Vision, the LVM FPD Link 3 camera, together with our customer Enable. The application description and the concept of the demo. Yeah, Enable is a startup company, as it's in the south of Germany, focusing on the logistics industry. What they have done is like enable like forklifts to remote them automatically to overcome the labor shortage in this market. With this technology, it's possible to control this forklift remotely via the internet from different countries. So it really doesn't matter where the driver of this forklift sits. It can be that the driver is in Germany and the forklift is remotely driven in Spain, just as an example. So what Enable offers here an innovative solution where forklifts are remotely operated by a skilled remote driver. They can integrate their solution and system on any kind of manufacturers. On the show, it's on a Jungheinrich. It's actually exactly this forklift you see here on the right-hand side, but it also could be on a Still or Linde forklift as the customer requests. We have the system setup. We have 4 Allied Vision cameras with FPD link, or GMSL2 is also a possibility here. The reason for this is they need ultra low latency for this real-time control of the forklift. They have a live demo on the booth. Of course, the forklift will be static, but they show the how the forklift is controlled remotely while transmitting the real-time data for the show, and also show some videos where the forklift is in action. They're partnering up with Allied Vision as a camera partner, and also the cameras are embedded in a system from PCB Arts on an NVIDIA platform. Some system highlights and benefits here. Enable combines the efficiency of the automation with the flexibility of a human control. You can see here on the right-hand side, this is one of those drivers who controls the forklift remotely. It's offers a ready-to-use solution, so it's easy and seamless integrates for existing logistic processes. It's scalable, so as the business grows, they can request additional forklifts and drivers from Enable to meet the rising demands. It's a pay-per-use model, which allows you to be very flexible, scalable, and cost-effective. And over time, Enable also supports companies to move forward towards a complete automation of their fleet. We have integrated 4 Albium FPD link cameras with S-mount. And also we have Nick Schmidt from Enable joining us during the show. And he has also a pitch in our speakers corner on Tuesday, the 8th of October at 3:30. Here on the right-hand side, you see Nick. He will join us on the Vision Show. The experts, apart from this, about this demonstration about the customer, it's Christoph Hörnlen from Allied Vision, Ralf from Application Engineering, or myself. Thank you for your attention, and see you all at the show. And then I can pass on to Max for the last segment, sports and entertainment.
Thank you, Klaus. Then I will take over. One moment, I will share my screen. Please let me know if you see it.
Yes, we see it.
Perfect, thank you.
Can go.
First, in the final chapter of this training, I will show you all demos of the business segment and booth part, sports and entertainment. Here, I want to introduce myself first. I'm Max Scholz, BDM at SWS Wistec, and I want to say thank you to all teams and colleagues who helped and still help to prepare the show in the best way. Sport and entertainment is not our typical business field and different to machine vision, but offers a good business potential, and we have some available and new products which are interesting for applications in this segment, but also for our machine vision market. With the demos in the segment, we exactly want to point on some applications to indicate ideas and for this new business field, but also for our existing business field. First, a short overview to the booth and where you can find the segment and part on the booth. It's close to the kitchen, and we have 4 demos, A to D, and 1 part to present TKH Vision Solutions, which is E. You can see it, A, B, C, D. And here we have an eye catcher. It's a golf putting challenge, and some cameras are looking at this challenge, and the customers can play with it. Demo A concentrates on panorama view, overview, and 360-degree view, which is often used for entertainment and also in sports. In this demo, we present the new SWS Vista camera series FXO 25 GigE with attractive resolution of 12.3 to 24.6 megapixel. The live demo, the cameras are mounted in half circle to indicate multi-camera applications, which are often used to get panorama view in stadiums, event halls, or for entertainment and in sports in general. With the fast GigE interface, the cameras support the attractive standard of 4K 60, which is very popular in broadcast and in entertainment applications. Also, the machine vision portfolio in generally only partially meets the requirements for broadcast and entertainment applications. These new cameras are also a first step to get closer. High resolution and a fast standard GigE interface enable them to be used for single and multi-camera systems in this range. Additionally, they could be used for industrial applications, which need higher performance with a standard interface, such as process monitoring, quality assurance, and inspection. In the demo, we selected 12.3 megapixel camera with up to 182.5 frames per second, and also 24.6 megapixel camera with 92 frames per second. But the complete FXO 25 GigE series reaches from 1.8 to 24.6 megapixel, which allows to choose tailored cameras for applications. All cameras have 12-bit sensors with a dynamic range of up to 72 dB, or related to broadcast, these are approximately 12 steps or stops. The integrated flexible SFP28 interface allows to plug in standard SFP28 transceiver modules for copper or fiber-based cabling up to cable lengths of 10 kilometers, which is sometimes mandatory for large event halls. For more in detailed information on the show, you could ask Thorsten Schmidt, Tobias Bahl, or me. The second demo is located close to the eye-catcher golf putting challenge, which you can see on the picture, which is indicated at the picture. Here we have a high-speed demo with a standalone high-speed recording system. The demo presents a mobile high-speed recording system consisting of a PC-based long-time recording system with integrated LCD monitor, keyboard, and touchpad, and connected high-speed cameras. As an example, we show EOSense 2.0 MCX12 and EOSense Quad 1.1S GigE. Both cameras deliver with 1.1 to 2 megapixel, several thousands of frames per second. The system works with our own recording software and can capture high-speed videos, handle, manage, and store all data, and allows customers to cut out video sequences or single pictures. Also, the general use is for troubleshooting in the industry. The system is also predestinated to be used for sports applications such as high jumping, golf, or running. The very compact and easy to use system delivers highest performance. There are also other cameras already adapted. With up to 8 terabyte non-volatile memory, the system can store videos from seconds to hours, depending on connected cameras and settings. The Director 2 software enables the customer to control cameras and the system in a very intuitive way. The LTR is one of the few systems which covers a complete solution within the SVS Vistec. For more details or requests at the show, please contact Jörg Handke or me. The third demo, Demo C, is also located close to the Golf Putting Challenge and presents an Albium 5G camera from Allied Vision. The demo is equipped with the G5 1242C camera. The camera is also an example for the complete range of cameras provided within this series, which allows to select cameras from 0.5 to 24.6 megapixel. We will show a live demo of the camera with SDK Wimber. With attractive performance of 12 megapixel up to 39 frames per second, it also supports the broadcast standard 4K 30, which is approximately 12 megapixel at 30 frames per second. Also, the camera is a machine vision camera. It provides a couple of interesting parameters and options for entertainment, including sports and media, and could be used for live streaming and motion analysis in sport. Of course, these cameras are also a perfect fit for many industrial applications. The very compact design with sugar cube format, extended dynamic range of approximately 12 steps, means 72 dB, a large function and feature set, and the standard and performance interface of 5 GigE enables the camera to be used for different applications in single or for multi-camera systems. For more information, please contact Jean or me at the show. The fourth demo is Demo D. Will also show SVS 25 GigE series. The FXO 537 delivers 5 megapixels up to 262 frames per second. Especially in sports, there are many high-speed applications which need a good megapixel resolutions, but only up to 300 frames per second. The demo indicates the performance with a live view and with SV cam kit. We also tried to implement RDMA to the system, but it's not sure that we will get it in time. So as alternative, we are also considering to use an NVIDIA Mellanox network card together with the RiverMax license. In addition to the already announced feature of the new 25 GigE series, the cameras use Sony previous S sensors, which ensure an excellent image quality. And this combination, Sony sensor with the high speed, is new and shows the and also offers opportunities for high-speed applications. And with the standard interface GigE, it's a good combination to really get into some new applications. At the show, you can contact Thorsten Schmidt, Tobias Bahl, or me to get more information. Additionally to all standard demos, we will present TKH Vision solutions with a full custom camera, which was developed for a sports application. At the table, we will show a non-working sample of a hyper-resolution prism camera with integrated 4 cameras of 50 megapixel, full custom optics. and complete custom housing. The camera was developed to get 3D videos of fast motion scenes in sports, for instance, for fan engagement. The camera will have a partially opened housing to present the sophisticated design and also TKH Vision expertise, potential, and services, and is a teaser to introduce the TKH Vision solutions at the show. A more detailed information is provided with a TKH Vision presentation running on a monitor at the table, or just review the presentation from Timo, which he presented yesterday. TKH Vision Solution could offer adequate solutions for many markets, not only sports. If there are requests, just ask the experts. The TKH Vision Solutions managed all issues from the idea up to the production, maintenance, and the resulting state-of-the-art design is an impressive example for this. With the presentation at the show, please note that the camera only indicates the potential, and we want to promote TKH Vision solutions. As Timo said yesterday, if there are requests, please contact Timo or Christopher, who will be at the show, at the booth. Thank you for your attention. That's from my side.
Thank you, Max, for your presentation, and thanks to Tan, Yvonne, and Klaus. Yeah, a lot of demos which are very, very striking and showing that our brands, our products also tie together and give really higher added value to applications on our customer side. So I wouldn't have bet on this, but we made it before time, which maybe saves us a little bit more from our lunch break. So in this respect, yeah, Natalie, go ahead, or Peter König, go ahead to describe the lead management part for the Vision Show. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe Lars, I just wanted to mention, because at the beginning, I put in the chat that if there are questions, they can be asked in the chat, but actually there are no questions. So I hope you're fine. So if there are really no questions, I know that this was a lot of information and a lot of content in a quite short time, but I think we all have now 3 weeks left, more or less, to have a closer look at it again and to get really prepared for the Vision Show. Yeah. So yeah, if there are no questions, then Peter, you're already in the call, I suppose.
Yes, I am in the call, and I will share my screen. So first of all, yeah, nice presentations, nice demos, and hopefully this will lead to plenty of leads and a high quality of leads. And this is why I would like to shortly present how we organized the lead capturing for the Vision Show. The goal is first time that all of the OpCos will have the same lead management with the clear goal to have a tool and be able to analyze, report, and have a full transparency of all the leads that we collected. Therefore, we are going to use a tool which is Lead Success. Some of you might know this tool already. So why, all in all, why are we using a tool? This is mainly caused by the complexity, caused by the different CRM systems the OpCos are still using, even though some of them are migrated to Salesforce already. The tool Lead Success is actually the partner for the Vision Show, but also the majority of the German shows. Some of you know that the majority of customers do not necessarily have business cards anymore. and now rather have a QR code badges, and to be able to read or scan these badges and to capture the contact details, company details, and so on. This tool is required anyway. So this was the reason why we decided to move on with the lead success tool. Every active booth staff supporting a demo will get a license to scan these QR codes and to be able to capture the contact details of visitors. We will also have some individual dedicated test users, which will use the entire functionality of the app. Later on, I will come to these come to this point. So for the Vision Show, actually, it's going to be a testing of basic functions by these dedicated users. On the long run, we would like to have and integrate the entire functionality of the app and the tool with all benefits later on also being used for marketing and an automated upload to Salesforce. So this is planned for the long run for 2025. For the Vision Show, it's going to be only dedicated users using the entire functionality. As mentioned, with the goal, we would like to have all data, all leads filtered and put to the lead capturing app. This is a rough structure of the process flow, how this is going to be used. As mentioned, we will have some test users from inside sales and dedicated sales managers. The chosen people are already aware of that. They will use the app for the entire show. For all the rest, like the booth staff at the demos, they will use the standard lead sheets. I will show in the next slide. All the leads will be captured at the show. Inside sales is available at the show. We'll take a picture. We'll collect these leads, and in the back office we will put all the details from the leads to the lead success app. So this is the core. Every data will be available in the app, and later on, out of the app, we will import or export and import the data to Salesforce. This applies for Allied Vision, SVS, and ChromaSense. And for the individual CRMs, like for NET or Euresys, we will be able to export the data separately. This is how the lead sheet is going to look like. First of all, we will have separate lead sheets for the different OpCos visible with the logos up in the header. The core lead sheet is the same for all OpCos. The only difference will be the interest, which is the product interest, separated by the relevant products for the different companies. I highlighted the key fields or required fields which are really necessary and mandatory with these red frames. We would not only like to collect leads, but also rate these leads at the show. So each of you who is talking to a customer after the conversation should be able to rate the quality of the lead. There is a short also a note or legend to support how you can rate these leads. This is split from A to D with a short explanation of the business potential that this concrete lead brings with. This is the first priority field. Second field is also the contact, means the sales rep or the person that has talked to the customer. This is required in case of questions and in case something is not quite clear, that we know who we can reach out to. And very important is a concrete follow-up. This is required to simply organize how we can go on with this lead. Yeah, all the leads will be scanned at the show by inside sales, as already mentioned, and then routed to the back office with the clear goal that hopefully by October 11th, means when the show is closed, we will have all leads entered and be able to filter and analyze the quality and quantity of the show. There will also be a short briefing session on Tuesday morning. This will be done by Julian, who will be available at the very first day. So in case any questions come up, inside sales is available, and we will hopefully have a very successful show. Any questions? Please speak up.
There's a
I just
question.
wrote this already in the
Genau.
chat. So my question is, I've not seen this lead sheet before. So if you have a new lead sheet, either you have to organize this yourself to have it printed, and also don't forget to put it into Salesforce. Maybe Ralph has to adjust the old
All done.
sheet.
All done. All good.
Also, that you have printed ones at the show?
This is organized by, should be finalized by tomorrow, and then we will get in touch, Leslie.
I need some time to prepare this.
Sure, I know. So true. The deadline is tomorrow, so we still need the lead sheets or the feedback from ChromaSense and NET. Those lead sheets we still need with the product interest section. Check the chat.
Peter?
Yes.
If it's possible, I would like to have open camera concept as a field.
Yeah, please. You should have the template. This was supplied by Johannes. So any adjustments you can do that, and then we will implement this in the lead sheet. But should be done by tomorrow, as Leslie mentioned. We need to print the lead sheet.
I talked to my colleagues. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, if there are no other questions, then I would really like to thank all colleagues that have prepared the presentations for today and for yesterday. That was really a lot of work, but also very good work and good presentations. And yeah, now we have to digest and then have a look at it before the show. We will make the presentations available for all colleagues, especially for the booth staff. And I think it would make sense, Martin, maybe we can discuss this later, that we also print them and make them available on the booth, so that if there are questions, maybe we can just have a look at it on the booth. And they, for sure, they will be available digitally, but I think printed one could also be a good idea.
Maybe a last statement from my side, Johannes speaking again. If there are any questions, any concerns, any unclarity or whatever, please highlight it now in the chat. You can also write emails afterwards, but I already got a lot of questions yesterday after the call, so use the chance also to share this. That might be also the case that something is forgotten, and this is also a chance that everybody gets then to know about this. So please speak up if you have any things left, any questions left.
I have one more question regarding the leads. It's a new system. Have you tried it? That it actually is possible to transfer everything into Salesforce?
Leslie, can we discuss this offline? So we have internally organized this already, and we can make sure that you also are up to date. Okay.
Talking about questions, Johannes, this morning when we started the call, you mentioned something about the shirts. So shall we are there questions that we should discuss here right now, or what?
the question that I got was, I think I got it 5 times. When do we get the shirts? So Roland, interrupt me if I'm wrong, but the shirts are currently delivered to a service provider that will completely wash them before, because nobody wants to wear shirts that are not washed, and they will also be ironed. So you will get freshly washed and ironed shirts delivered to your hotel. So don't change the hotel, that would be difficult. But you will get a very good service from the team here, and you will get the shirts delivered to your hotel before the show.
And if you don't stay in a hotel and just stay 1 day or go to the show directly, you're going to find it in the container outside the hall.
Are there any other questions? Also about it, what we presented yesterday.
There's a question in the chat, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I can answer this. For Euresys, we just would like to have also sheets for you at the booth. I mean, you have your own booth also, but we also want to have the opportunity, if there's something directly coming up for Euresys, to have it on also on the big booth. And actually, the sheet that we got back was sent to us by the Euresys marketing. So if you want to have changes, then please get in touch with them, and they need to reissue this. At the moment, that's the status we got from the OpCo Euresys.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just sharing the Euresys lead sheet that was provided by the marketing team. So this is how it looks like.
That's fine. I just hadn't seen it yet.
Okay.
Any other questions left? Seems not to be the case. Yeah.
One question. Could we get an overview to all flyers, or let's say printed material which we will have at the booth to see if we get requests, if we can directly give them a flyer or give them a link, something like this.
Yeah, I think that's something that Roland can provide before the show. Yeah, this should be no problem to send it around.
Yeah. Perfect, thank you.
Will you also provide like a staff guide again?
What do you mean with a staff guide?
Like we used to have in the previous shows, where everything is all basically included, the hotel, the addresses, what to wear, just like a guide again.
Leslie, that was part of the presentation yesterday, and that was
all, nothing else. Okay. Okay.
We have a new question in the chat by Aaron.
Yeah, I am already answering.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, and
do we have a time for when the demo construction should be happening?
Yeah, that we will do that within the next days. Yeah. That's and then there will be an update information for all colleagues who have to build up the demos as well. The colleagues who have to build up the demos, they will need an ticket for the entrance of the show by the car for unloading, and this will be cleared and explained within the next days.
And for the exhibitor passes, that means the passes for from Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday. You can get them also from your colleague for each OpCo. We don't have a joint list for all these exhibitor passes because we have to order them.
And maybe short info, if you're just coming one day, you just have to register yourself using the code.
Yeah, genau. But we will have a different code, Leslie. That's why I have not communicated this yet. For all colleagues who do not have an exhibitor pass for one day, for example, they will get a special code for the day pass, so that this will not get mixed up with the other passes that have been registered with our ticket code. I will send around an email to my team.
Okay, so that seems to be we have answered all questions, and again, you can still ask them afterward. I want to thank you for the participation here. I hope you, I mean, it's a lot to digest, but I hope you are motivated. It is a different approach. Thank you very much again, business development team. Thank you very much, FAEs, everybody who's related, working hard on the demos. And also, especially again, a thank you to everybody who will make this a great success. So I'm pretty confident that we will have a great show. And find some time to relax and prepare. This will be a challenging 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Bye. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.